Down onto stay naughty of Cloud9. Pressure now mounting, forcing out that bubble. Now the bat's going to go off for Graceful. That's going to get him back up, full armor, full health. Albrelele, though, just gets cracked as well. Now forced to pop that bat. In fact, the pressure, though, now getting too much, I think, for Cloud9 to handle. Team Liquid, they've been so consistent today. They've got a little high ground position. They've already got rid of stay naughty. Graceful's got no health. He's got no chance as well. It's only Albrelele now remaining. Throws out a barrel, but it's a last-ditch effort. That is not going to do anything for him. And there was a little defensive bombardment thrown out by reps of TSM as well, but it's Liquid that do the majority of the damage.
So TSM, they've made that rotate in from launch pad as we mentioned. They picked up one kill in the process, and the Hulst getting the information about where the other team is there with the missile swarms. The damage numbers will let him know. Hal's Arc Snare will let them know exactly where Team Liquid are hiding behind this small fence. They've got a black market. However, the loot boxes that TSM would like to be able to loot themselves, all that's going straight to TL right now.
That's true, that's true. The Hulst just trying to get off that bat. Same with reps too. TSM inside of the circle, but just barely closing out here for round 2, going into round 3. They can hold steady for the time being. They will have a Skyward Dive available if need to. Plus they got the Ash too, so Hal now just going to pop some cells, get back to full armor. The pressure maybe not so much on TSM right now. They can take a little time here, loot up, heal up. They'll be fine. They've got a little bit of cover away from Team Liquid, provided Liquid don't get too aggressive and look to push this.
Well, both of these teams are fairly close to the circle, as we can see. It's going to go down south. You know, we were talking about barometer, antenna. It looks like we're going to split the difference here and go right in between them. Now, considering how much of the mountain is on the north side of TSM and Team Liquid right now,
TSM have just decided to push in straight onto Liquid. Were they ready for it? It didn't seem like it. The bubble was already up as well, and they've lost Nocturnal. Hal with the shots for Holstow, though, when getting the downs, he's got 2. It's only Liquid got 1 player left. No, I don't think they're going to have much of a chance to get much more from this one. TSM have cleaned them up for the most part, but here come Team Empire.
I like the look of TSM here, actually. They're just kind of lurking on the edges. Team Empire with the Bangalore, a very open final circle. This is where the smoke grenades do come in very handy.
Team Unite, though, still not a bad position. F-Chan trying to get back up to full armor. We saw Empire there too. Cleave's being cracked, half health, but it's Ranchers that gets the knock onto Frex. Only 15 players left remaining here in round 5, but there's not much cover. Only terrain, only rocks. And as you said, TSM, their positioning here is quite great. Straight through the Watson fences. Nice spray from Hal. Maybe another one. Why not? He is feeling bloodthirsty right now for TSM.
They're just... Oh, they're really getting on top of these other squads, aren't they, Xenox? With 4 left alive, TSM currently on 21 points. They want to add a bunch to that so that they can perhaps have one more good map and make it to match point.
The green wall, though, Optic Gaming into the final 4 squads remaining. Coming into this match, they had 34 points. Could this be a chance for them to be the first team to crack the magical barrier of 50 points and get onto that match point status?
Well, it's either them, TSM, or Empire, really. I mean, sure, Team Unite has Lieta there in the middle, but I think he's a rat by himself. We'll see if someone spots him out sooner or later.
So 3 full healthy squads, and then Legetta for Team Unite from APAC North. Hal has one right in his face, but Holster's already lost quite a bit of armor as well. It looks like he's popping cells. Where's the bats? They're running out of them. Hal onto purple armor. The pressure, though, they've popped that bubble so early in the fight. It's going to be on cooldown for a little bit of time here.
Okay, so TSM and Optic Gaming, they're kind of getting towards each other here. Feels like they might be coming to blows soon. Meanwhile, Empire on the bottom have all of the space and the circle to themselves.
Extra kill point obtained for TSM. They'll take out the rat. Now we have a 3 versus 3 versus 3. Optic, TSM, and Empire to close out match 4 here of the finals.
11 kills already for Team Empire? These guys just show up or they don't show up at all.
It is an open field to close things out here on Storm Point of match 4. Hal, he leads the way, the front line. They're the proactive team, but it's Optic Gaming that might be the team that is going to benefit the most with a third party from a distance away. It's an early bubble for TSM that all cracked as well. They've got full health, but they're going for the bats.
The phase breach repositions TSM in this late fight. They realize that they need to be next to one of the fences. That's kind of their only option here. They don't want to be the first ones to start the fight. You never do in one of these Mexican standoff situations. All three teams still with the 3 members alive. You can see EMP, they don't necessarily need hard cover, playing around the smoke.
Optic, well, they want to probably go for the third party, but right now, Empire and TSM not really fighting each other. In fact, both looking more towards Optic. Skittlecakes is down, so is Ranches, though. For Holst, TSM now going to push onto Team Empire.
TSM, they get a knock on either side now, and they're looking fantastic, taking on 2 squads at once. Hal just goes in.
Hal in a 1v1 with Duplex. Now the Holst trying to stay alive as well, and cleans up Team Empire. TSM take match 4.
We can hear them popping off from here. The energy from TSM is here. The plays from TSM are here. I mean, the knock onto both Optic and Empire at the same time just let them loose. And I mean, it was a risky play, honestly, the way Hal split from his team.
Oh, that was...
And decided to take that 1v1 while his team was dealing with the rest of Empire. You can see Dupe certainly got something to say about that final ring there to his teammates, but TSM couldn't be happier about how they played it.
Glad you mentioned that, Gino. We saw Hal split off from the rest of his team, go for that 1v1 with Duplex, and he comes out on top. So does his team. For TSM, through the first 3 matches, they only had 10 points to their name, but off the back of this result, here in match 4, they've arrived here into the finals now. They are here to play. They're going to have to find now if they can carry their Storm Point performance over to World's Edge after this. Big damage, big kills, big numbers here for our champion squad of match 4.
GMT up on high and Skyhook, just like we saw them yesterday, doing what they do best, griefing with nades that they can grab from that black market. Reps, still a couple of bullets left in the Kraber.
TSM, they have that opportunity. You were talking about maybe squads left, Genome, that can get to 50 points, get to that match point status. They are one of them. You know, you win this game. I know it's maybe a match early, but at least gets you to that match point status, about 12 points away.
Fun FPS. He needs to be so precise with his bubbles and just make sure that he's using that at the right time. If he pops it a little bit too early, teams like TSM that are watching like a hawk with this Kraber will come in and remove them from World's Edge.
Deep into round 5, and we've still got 10 squads remaining, 28 players alive. TSM, Hal now goes up to red armor, and Rep still has 3 bullets left in that Kraber. That could be a big turning point later in the game, as AD Raccoon now make their way over just above TSM. You can see Empire further left of all of them as well, near the cliffs. Of course, JMW is still the solo rat for Reignite. Don't count him out. He could pull off something special.
GMT, they want to have a little bit of an oob play here as they look to see they don't have to go through the fences. Xenox, they're going to go over the top of them.
First shot misses there from Reps. Another one. There's the crack. There's the down. One more shot with the Kraber. Do you make it count, Reps? I think you might. He should be able to. No, just misses that one. Tough shot under the pressure for TSM as Matey goes down for GMT. They too also now in a bit of a pinch. They got Unite next to them. Luminosity Gaming behind them as well. 10 squads, but a whole lot of open space, Genome. You just can't fit everyone into this area.
Oh, gold bag, they're going for it, but the Watson is savvy. They come around the corner and GMT Esports are out of this one. Team Liquid still firmly in it.
Everyone's just forgetting about Team Liquid. They're just killing each other. This is perfect for Team Liquid. Surely they can capitalize from here. Luminosity now gone. 7 squads left. TSM just down to Verholst. He's got to get this bat off, and maybe he can just at least maybe find a way to influence this game a little further on. There is Team Liquid. They've got NRG behind on top of them. Could this be the moment? Could this be Team Liquid's championship?
I mean, North America, they had the most teams coming into our final day here. Is Team Liquid going to be the one to make them all proud? The zone will start closing soon. 15 seconds or so until these teams have to make their next move. Unite have it's a whole oval to themselves here right now, as well has an EMP on the way.
FGen has created a northern wall for the APAC North team. NRG, of course, above Team Liquid. Empire, they're gone. They're out. Now Nathan has to heal up.
They're out on 48 points as well, Xenox.
Oh,
they were
no.
2 off making match point, but will it even matter? Because Team Liquid have found JMW. They are the only ones now who can take this out. He does manage to get it down onto Gildersons, though. The young player has done so well to get Team Liquid into this winning position in the playoffs.
Missile swarm from NRG, now onto Team Liquid. That down onto Gildersons could be the difference maker in maybe giving Reignite another attempt at things. NRG, you have to wipe out Team Liquid if you want to be able to win the championship on the 45 points as well.
4 squads left alive. TSM for Hulst just by himself, as then we've got
Darkstar.
Team Unite, NRG, and TL had time to reset here. It looks like they might have got them up, but NRG are pushing.
Unite can third party this as well. NRG get the knockdown onto Nocturnal as well as fun. There's only one left up now for Team Liquid. They're out, they're gone. We are going to continue on here for Championship Sunday. NRG, though, should fall at the hands of Team Unite. They created that northern wall of the Watson fences. Now surely find victory. Our winners of match 6 from APAC North, it's Team Unite.
TSM were
There's
on
that flex.
47 points there in the dying seconds of our 6th game today. You know what the difference between first and second is in placement points, Xenox?
It's everything.
It's 3 points. 12 points for first, 9 points for second, and if TSM had have been able to clutch that out, I mean, the Hulst was a solo at that point,
That's
I believe.
True, that's
so
true.
It's a little bit of a hard ask, but they were that close, and Empire that close. I think when we go back and have a look at the scoreboard, we're going to see so many teams that are just heartbreakingly close to getting onto the match point. Okay,
NRG.
Team Unite with the win are actually going to pull it out and get their 57 points for them, but so many NRG, Empire, TSM, Game with Optic Gaming as well.
Also seeing on the kill feed, Optic Gaming popping off, Team Empire still alive. They were able to ease their way into that next circle after we saw that Team Liquid gave them some of that extra space. Still, now they're rocking the Valk. They got the Blood and they got the Bank still out here, and now they're going to be able to try to ease their way in. It's about that Storm Point Valk meta that we were talking about before. TSM, also another team that has been cleaning up some kills in the feed.
Yeah, again, it's Empire versus TSM. Last time Empire gave them respect. This time we will see Verhulst, Hal, reps on Ash, back on Ash. No more Caustic madness for them. They've given that up. Spent their first two games with Caustic. Despite having no practice on Caustic, trying to adapt to this lobby, and if you can't beat him, join him mentality with Caustic. But no, Verhulst puts himself in a bad spot here. He's trying to make a play, but he should be okay.
Yes,
he did make a play. He got a knock.
right here.
He got a knock.
Oh, now he can move in. He actually, that was crazy. Burrows immediately diving back in. He was able to pop the shield back. Now this is their opportunity. The bombardment getting called in as TSM want to clean up Team Empire.
This is insane. TSM pushing the res, came through. They're all in shambles. Cleve goes down. Hal's gonna clean up. Hal flanks wide right, misses the first, misses the second, but his teammates do the rest. Verhulst reps Hal, pick up 3.
TSM sandwich out here. The
50.
Bangalore smoke out here too. Did they hit match
ADR.
point after that?
ADR's above them. The shield swaps come through. It's Korea, APAC North versus TSM USA. As Karanpu is above with high ground. Caustic ult's coming!
No!
It's about to get a little bit crazy as Karanpu is doing such a good job. No Caustic on TSM, and they're just getting melted, but somehow they're winning the fight. Ish, all up to one last alive, and TSM goes out.
And there's another team that's shooting at them from afar too. AD Raccoon now have to back up.
Overhead view right now, Optic Gaming on
can
low
they
ground.
get him in? They're
LG
punching
on
him in.
high. They're going to actually ult LG and maybe mistakenly ruining this opportunity to keep Reignite out of this.
The mobile respawn beacon to act as makeshift cover here for Reignite. They get the res onto Sharky. They couldn't get the dirty. This is still winnable for Reignite.
They res Sharky. Sharky is back in the
crazy.
game. Full forces now for Reignite. Ganja has to drop. It's all up to Optic Gaming as LG gets melted. The dome shield comes. Reignite is hiding and waiting and hoping that they can ride this wave.
Now they're going to hang out behind the rock here. They got the mobile respawn beacon to play off of. Optic Gaming is engaging with Luminosity. Reignite to go in for the third party and take this entire victory.
LG is out. Optic Gaming skill cage goes out as well. Zero's going to do it. Wide left flank, and just like that, Reignite is going to do it. They are your champions. Australia comes all the way to Europe and wins the ALGS Split 2 Playoffs Championship.